and my laughter breaks. Afterwards, I go to all of God and hope to get the best with to celebrate with my seal of common sense. I even lose it and such has been hoping to move for what's large. And this highway ain't too smooth on the surface, but my 12-year work is done. I've used up my burden, so I'm confident in saying I'll come off of it fine. And in the same shape I was before I started this. I was fatherless and mom was fatherless, but the love she says I make a feel still stands as marvelous. It's still marvelous. I fucked up a bit, though I'm almost in the area of man. I'm carrying my plans on my back that's been infused with lots of fits, and lots of pissing off some people who cop with it, and it makes me spiral like a nautilus. Spiral into sadness as I enter the summer, ready to butt Logic hits and the Carter 6. I'm a straight shooter, with out of control thoughts, an enigma in the flesh with minimalist takes in his head and a need to hold on. I gotta slow down, I'm a straight shooter, but I don't got no straight target practice. I wind on the throne, only the worst of the masses drive straight forward. So wind away. Wind away. I wind on this road, only the worst of the messes drive straight forward. So wind away. I need no correctional facility. I need a messy mind to petrify my enemies and my reflection with the mellowest integrity. I want to latch onto the best of my full abilities, protect my mutilated breathing. I ain't futile, I feel away, but I just want to keep my new style fresh for me like Dew Mile and Cymere. In their own respective fields, they're a pioneer. I got giant ears, ain't nothing I cannot hear. New talent, old town, party freaks on chandeliers. A damaged man with a mansion built by a bad engineer. No hammock swings to favorite minds, I cannot stand the here. The here and now, I can't go bad, it's all said and done. I can only look ahead and run to till I'm at the sun. At the end of the tunnel of this world's circular light, it's here to see them to let my body wither and die. But why should I cry? It happens to everyone. It ain't statistical, it's all for the billions. It's someone mystical and I don't want to get. I don't want to catch me when under pressure or depressed or when I'm old and tired. And they may not have enough to send me off in ghost and fire. But all I need is a proper burial. All I need is a lot of aerial eyeballs to watch every spot in my area so I don't screw up while they carry on. I got my earbuds taken away and I realized what a little bee says. It's what the truth is every day, and it's how I can't be scared of the season. I'm a straight shooter with out of control thoughts, an enigma in the flesh with minimalist text in his head, and I need to hold on. I gotta slow down, I'm a straight shooter, but I don't got no straight target practice. I wind on this road, only the worst of the masses drive straight forward. So wind away. Yeah. Wind away. I wind on this road, only the worst of the masses drive straight forward. So wind away. Wind away. Wind away. Wind away. I sure hope you like this album. Just lower your standards first. I wind on this road, only the worst of the masses drive straight forward. So wind away. I sure hope you like this album. And in order to like it, you probably gotta lower your standards first. Welcome to NFHS. Okay, let's try this. You know, I just drank a can of Mountain Dew Baja Blast when I recorded that last song, aka the first song on this album. Here's the sound of the can clinking on the bench. Anyways, without music, life's a mistake. Without abusing life in a manger, full of hay and all the lame you did eat. Without that, you ain't in too much danger. Without music, life's a mistake. Without music, life's a mistake. Without you, the pile of my plate a mile high, I would die from loneliness in the silence. One day, the dude struck a gold mine. He got a record deal and his engine wrapped. Now he's recording, staying up all night, looking for some massive fuel. But is he ready yet? They say money don't corrupt you, it just exposes you. He does the thing if he's ready to show his true colors as he boosts speakers in the studio. Well, his lifestyle clash with himself like a Julio. Well, now congratulations, he's in outer space, giving them radios the shit that they can spout all day. But they're hardly gracious for how he sweats blood for him. One hit wonder is a shitty way to end the story. When he's fat and faded, he'll regret all he did. Some fall victim, others have never stopped their risk. And if he's one of them, he won't play the same idea. Speak to the younger generations, always talk to kids. Hope he knows better. He knows he's an ambitious go-getter. But if he's not, Well, oh shit, I think he's gonna end up doing the shit for Mo Cheddar. And now he's spouting some nonsense, being a greedy bitch. Some people love it, some people agree with him. Other people know he ain't real anymore. He's a star and his deal is the gas in his core. A miscellaneous, rich and famous, ridiculous human with too bitches with too much club credit in place of graciousness. Trying to grace the idea of running other lanes, but he's in a lane where his naked tie full his laces. So he's scaling, you don't blow. He should bail on the whole damn thing. But this mid-career swallowed him. It's either that or the one hit wonder path, which hurts you more. And real staying power ain't falling on him. Without music, life's a mistake. Without music, life's to remain full of pay and all the lame music aid. Without that, you ain't too much danger. Without music, life's a mistake. Without music, life's a mistake. Without you to pile up my plate of my lie, I would die from loneliness and the silence. Without the music shit, what I mean is you won't be subjected to the wrong direction. Of course, being a necklace, ready to turn your noose. When did you oversee your welcome? Thought you were strong as a moose. But the moment came and went, now you're looking for some outcome. But without all that shit, you'll be good and letting out some demons of yours on the shit. You record or punch them with shit at the record store or iTunes. I advise you to mind the life of any maker of the fun music your phone can fit. They might have cut the type of switch of culture, made a line to the shop and other bullshit when no one wants to think. Now can run away from life for a second when you're buying a record. This way back and forth too, but way back when it was made in the midst of violence, internal violence that turned to another silence. I don't need your microphones. I don't need a life that's unlike my own. I don't need to kill myself with my iPhone. I don't need it, and I don't need silence. I can handle sitting around joking haters. I can handle a second Indiana poet chamber, but I can't handle lying in a golden major. I might be lying. Sometimes I need silence. I don't need your microphones. I don't need a life that's unlike my home. I don't need to kill myself with my iPhone. I don't need it, and I don't need silence. I can handle standing around joking haters. I can handle a second Indiana cold chamber, but I can't handle lying in a golden manger. I might be lying. Sometimes I need silence. Welcome to the beaches. The hits are hardened to perfection or halfway. The living is subpar to most, but fine to the man with no ashtray to spread his burning mind. He can't ask for much at all. He can't handle turning right into a dead and downscale job. But that's cause he's tired, he's lazy, he's unfazed. He'll probably be fired only because he treats the buyers how they deserve to be treated. Lower or higher, or he wishes he could. He's a fish in a bowl at the bottom of a lake. There's so much food and so much real rocks, but in his glass box he's loving where he stays. He don't want trouble with anyone. He could step on a fucking platform and trip and fall, send the whole show tumbling down when he grabs something to catch us fall. A bad storm rolls in every day in his poor little brain, and he spends 24 hours lending his powers of responsibility to any corner till the jokers turn sour. He's scared of himself, and that's understandable. He's very impressionable, he's fair with himself, but he's not sympathetic and can enjoy walking out and being fashionable. He ain't easily manipulated, and he wants to make his mind feel sorry. He ain't worried, honey, he only at war with his sweaty old face like he's looking for jury money. I'll give you your correction like we're up in core. I'll bring you down. If you're looking for a fight, I'll give you a war. Correct me now. I'll give you your correction like we're up in court. I'll bring you down. If you're looking for a fight, I'll give you a war. Correct me now. Correct me now. Not like the overlooked caretaker, but someone who can't stand no more hair raises in the way of his usual schedule, brutally reclining into his funeral. You can't have that, and it's tragic. They say be yourself like it's automatic. Words of magic to make you feel perfection. I don't want to lose myself, but I need correction. I need to wreck shit, but I don't want anyone to know. I need to set shit straight and pray I keep myself straight at the end of the road. I'll give you your correction like we're up in court. I'll bring you down. If you're looking for a fight, I'll give you a war. Correct me now. I'll give you your correction like we're up in court. I'll bring you down. If you're looking for a fight, I'll give you a war. Correct me now. Correct me now. Dum, ba-da-dum. Lightning strikes the same place twice for me, and that's a damn truth. Made a living off of knowing what I can't do. Gotta pick the lock when there's a handle. I don't want fans who would bend over backwards to see my hands loose, but I do wanna branch out like a four-piece band with a drum set, a bass guitar, tambourine, and a banjo. Lightning strikes the same place twice. If it strikes my tongue, I might taste ice. If it tests my luck and try to say nice things every day, luck won't play nice. It just passes the ball like Ray Rice to whoever's in front of me. They decide if I'm fit up for this shit on FaceTime with God. A black cat got 8 lives, cause it seems unholy, and I might score a goal like a goalie, but I might blow my only shot, and I take no chances. I make no romances and jump no fences. I stay quiet and drown out my mind's echoes. They say that's a path to gaining the eyes of the gecko, and seeing no more than 2 options. Lose your creativity, your mind grew nauseous from having to choose from playing along and playing the song from the heart. I might whine and take like time and take too long on my part, and I don't know if I can improve and if I can go the scenic route. And society's a one time. I know that they can't tell me how to live my own life, but I only realize that in a flash of light. Like, you can tell me what I can and can't do, but you can never tell me what I can and can't believe. You can tell me what I can and can't do, but you can never tell me what I can and can't believe. I wish I could get other people in the song, you know. They would rip this shit apart. Talk to their children about the sins and their faulty moments and how they move past the bar. And I can follow their advice that they start giving mano y mano. Help me branch out like a 3-piece band with an electric guitar, a pair of bongos, and a kazoo. Lightning strikes where I stand, trying to send life force into my hand. I don't know if I'm blessed, if I'm handed only the best, or if I'm selfish, or if these finances that I earned from my college years ain't worth shit and only bring common tears to the table about how hard I'm able to make myself fear, if I'm better than a puppeteer or not, if I'm truly all that different from these struggling artists, if I'm really sitting well or missing pieces, and I ain't lovely compared to billions who've been juggling cars while trying to keep their hobbies up and steady. They work far harder than I do, and they're probably up and ready to show themselves to the top of the planet. What I'm saying is I ain't that much to panic about in the corporate section. There are millions like me. The grand scheme is a horrible mindset if you ain't willing to set your mind free. I just hope I could build my towers in the corner with a couple watches without falling off of my life feet. I only see true enlightenment and lightning. You can tell me what I can and can't do, but you can never tell me what I can and can't believe. You can tell me what I can and can't do, but you can never tell me what I can and can't believe. Welcome to FHS. Who? Ha. Na 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 na. So this is my music, huh? Hey. What am I gonna do with this stuff? I don't care if I'm turning. I'll just go ahead and scare you right out your jeans. I came in out of nowhere, but you saw nothing, and I have been everywhere, but you saw nothing. You were unsuspecting. I've been in my element, the elephant in the jungle will rumble under my feet, gets messy. The room is overrated, more and Rickle on every dead boss, beat the boy in like pro wrestling. I ain't relevant for shit if the melanin and my physical facility, it'll be my ending. I ain't come to my senses yet, my melanin is comparable to that of a dressing. I ain't been changed the world, I'll never save a girl or make the turning point obvious. I hope I'm scared, cause that's an aesthetic that anyone could call marvelous. I hope I'm likable, I ain't the type to put his life on the line for a lot of risks. I've been to every possible corner of failure and horror story potential, and I can't put my finger on if my chances are anyway taller than I'd expect, cause I ain't put in my best work quite yet. I'm silent but shouting, I say my tens of thousands of words, spout them out, then release them directly onto YouTube. I'm onto something, or I'm just on something. If I'm really that lost to mediocrity, I feel the heart of rocks and inner monsters, they call for me. I don't care if I'm frightening, I'll just go ahead and scare. Oh, you're out your jeans, you'll be unsuspecting. You won't do shit, I respect that. I knew that was from all the testing. A messy, raspy voice and a Chevy is no bestie. To me, ain't no roomie, he's fake. He quakes at the nesting of actual artists. Back to the stars to an unforgiving genre. I'm pushing my head in a meat grinder. I'm pushing my luck, they don't give a fuck. I'm looking for bread in my sleep, kinda. I earn a tiny pound, but I'm from the grim ground that I lick that others walk on. I ain't playing my footprints, and then I talk on. You'll be unsuspecting if I ever mess with the rest of their messages, and so will I. But still, rock on and rap on, motherfuckers. Fuck yeah. Just read the lyrics to these songs. I've said it a million times, I'll say it again. Read the lyrics to these songs in the description and know what the fuck I'm saying, and maybe decipher it. Welcome to NFHS. I love you. Mwah.
Kendrick Lamar, I have one message for you. Get that crown of thorns off your head. Listen to me. Everything about Kendrick's performance at Glastonbury is the complete opposite of what Jesus did on the cross. Oh, Kendrick Lamar's crown of thorns is glamorous. It was designed by Tiffany & Co. and inside it are 8,000 diamonds. But Christ's crown of thorns was anything but glamorous. It was twisted into his brow, smashed into his skull, and because it made him look so repulsive, the Bible says that people beat their chests.
Da-na-na, da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. I ain't never told a man shit on how to handle his manning up. Ain't sold a can of inspirational talk on the streets. I walk the lawless sidewalks and wait for someone to run up and take any of my belongings. And I've been growing antlers. I get headaches every day and every second from hoping to keep my head straight. Though I might be brain dead, no belongings are taken. I worry more than I try. Worry more than I try. Worry more than I try. And yet I am alive. I am still alive. I have my soul on the line. I'm alive and I know always to drop the knife. I ain't dying no more. I never died before, I never died inside, and I ain't fucking trying to ride the wave. I'm trying to find the right things to say, to tell us. And if I don't resume my talking and sit still and sit dull and do what they call locking in, I could paint my shit. I could sit in silence and work. So my problems are all in a day's work. Maybe work towards my retirement. It sounds like fun and it is in the long run, but I don't know how anyone got some joy out of it. And we got so much of a fake life. I want to retire from being alive. Fuck, I am still alive. It's so fucking hard to actually like this shit. I have my soul on the line, I'm alive, and I know always to drop the knife. I ain't dying no more. I'm just gonna end up making this album all over again, the same exact topics on every song on my next project, because it gets so hard to actually have hope that this will turn out good. Why should I even give a shit? Why you gotta tell us what it's all about? Pull the car around when you hear us talk it out. Shout peace when everyone else screams war. That's the goal, though the game takes a detour. The game's got rules which were made to be uncalled for. Broken to bits, I'd rather do a free-for-all. Say what I wanna say, let my mouth do what their mouths will. Tell what the brain say. I feel like I'm in the South Pole, cause all the wild rushes to my head when I'm rushing to keep my schedule. Never hungry, but fed. Ain't got too much of a fan base to say I keep it fed, but I do got a land base to stick my feet in cement and stand my ground. And I got a particular sound, I wanna keep it floating. It got no right to be blown. So television can catch it. It won't desire to be captive. They'll interact with it like we should always do when we're alive. I ain't the sharpest bee in the hive. The reaper's bound for me, but no one he truly strives to take out. We're all the same, no fallouts. We'll get him excited or disappointed, but that still keeps me going to be alive. I am still alive. I have my soul on the line, I'm alive, and I know always to drop the knife. I ain't dying no more, I'm still alive. I am still alive. I have my soul on the line, I'm alive, and I know always to drop the knife. I ain't dying no more. It always goes the same exact goddamn way. I started hopeful and then I fuck up my whole writing schedule. Then I scramble to get it done and record it, and I don't want to do it because it sounds bad and it looks bad and writes bad, man. My voice sucks and I have terrible breath control, and then I just pump it out, and it's not like I should really give a shit because nobody watches it. Those who do watch it though, I love you for it, but I don't love myself for making it. Because that's dog shit. It's not like it's gonna bring me anything fucking on the bitches.
What has just happened in the USA. In other words, they're saying it's okay to destroy lives. But Jesus Christ's message was the complete opposite. He said, I don't want to destroy lives. I've come to save lives by laying down my own.
I reside in my mind today, try to recline into the lives with which I relate. When I see them, it's a tidy little tidal wave to push me into wanting to decline the highway. I want to take the low way for a ride today. I can't stand up straight, I'm blinded, it's child's play. I hope for my dream life, that life isn't mine today. The highway goes on forever, let the highway wind away. Actions come back to haunt you, relax and flaunt your head, rest, they taunt you. You think they're wrong, well they know what we all do. It's a sad shame that I ain't looked when my mom rooted for me a lot of the times back then. I was blind back then, never excited to win. I hope to give her every try and I try again, hope she don't cry again. Some people like to bitch about their bitch called life, but I wanna see what happens when people realize it's problems they're chasing. I want to see what happens when people realize they can't hide in their safe bids. I want to see what happens when people realize the world comes with a paycheck. I want to see what happens when people realize that there is still grace. 7 days a week. I work 9 to 5 and call it masonry. And every time else when I'm chasing dreams or pulling and shooting my way to sleep, I make no excuses. I'm so exclusive, cause being inclusive is hard as shit or boring and useless. I don't got hubris, and I'm glad, cause everything wears out and overusage. But it needs some usage. When I leave my campus, they want me to think on what next. I see no answers yet, cause I'm already wondering if this week will damn us any further. And I stay out of it by thinking in cheap pajamas about everything else except for what's going on. I might collapse if I try to keep our luck going strong. I won't make a difference, I won't shake the image, but I know better than to realize too late I love what I lost. I make these rare entries to keep no playlists empty. I want to use this world if you meet occasionally. I don't know much what I'm saying on this shit. I have some idea, otherwise I'm waiting for the beat to drop and let you sway. But here's one thing, for anyone my age who hasn't harvested leading capabilities, don't be scared to reach such things. Growing don't gotta be dystopian, even in the machine. If you wanna fight the system, go for it. If you wanna settle down in the sticks in an orange forest, or wanna live without worries, just the money that you're earning from a job of what you spent, that's no boring thing to look forward to. Not bad to wish on anyone else. You got a story to write, you got a story to tell. Some people will listen, some people love the plain shit, so be prepared to crown your own kings, whoever they is. But I want to see what happens when people realize it's problems they're chasing. I want to see what happens when people realize they can't hide in a safe bed. They can't hide in their safe beds. I want to see what happens when people realize they're welcome to the paycheck. I want to see what happens when people realize that they're still raised. Come with me over yonder, I know the best spots to see. Life passing by, I know this town in and out, it's full of wonder. There are lots of hills to watch the sunset or rise. Sometimes I just tend to wander off to nowhere in particular. Can't get no fonder of this place, and I know that when I'm on a bench and pondering this life while looking out over yonder. My old life is long gone, I got one in my yard forming, and a far storm coming. Solved all the puzzles, got more arriving. Lots of people say life's a bitch, and that bitch might be one time. How much she fucks people over, that's just mostly nature's fault. She don't deserve to get raped, her wounds embraced with salt. She don't deserve to get fucked over as well when you tuck over and bust a truckload of depressive thoughts. I'm on the move, every hour is on the loose. I can catch 'em, can't lock 'em, I know what I got to lose. And it's all necessary shit, at least from what I can choose. And it's some scary shit that I'm always on the moon, barely down on earth, narrow-sighted, sounding like a child who's watching his arrow flying over the hills to what's over the horizon. What it hits I don't give a shit about right now. Okay, I'm lying, but come with me over yonder, I know the best spots to see. Life passing by, I know this town in and out, it's full of wonder. There are lots of hills to watch the sun set or rise. Sometimes I just tend to wander off to nowhere in particular. Can't get no fonder of this place, and I know that when I'm on a bench and ponder, ring my life while looking out over yonder. I fucked my writing schedule again. I got the deadlines piling on me while I lie in bed. It's trying me. I expected it to be easier. I did not expect I'd be wasting a lot of leisure, getting lazier. It's amazing her. I'm 18 and still got shit to learn. It frightens me too. There's a light in me too, a little spark, little flick of a little purpose, but it falls flat when I'm in the dark. I love Colorado as much as I love California, as much as I love Pennsylvania. Now in the morning I wake up with no respect for what surrounds my borders, not for an hour or so. I cannot afford to give no damns whenever I'm in a place where I get toe jam and dirt up on my face. I'm gonna get into a new place soon, so I look around a bit, cause here there's so much room. I gotta look
around, so come with me over yonder. I know the best spots to see life passing by. I know this town in and out is full of wonder. There are lots of hills to watch the sunset or rise. Sometimes I just tend to wander off to nowhere in particular. Can't get no fonder of this place, and I know that when I'm on a bench and ponder, ring the slide for looking out over yonder. Wait, I got this big beat here. Let me hear that shit. That's fucking right, yeah. I've been fearful and I've been feeble and I've been steering my head through hot stuff. We're all people and we're all teachers and we're all seeking help and love, but I've no reason to get illegal. I'm my own sinkhole and rescue helicopter. My head is lethal, but it's always green. Let me just have some fun. Premise on the beat, got some lettuce, I've been beating myself to the brink of some red stuff in the sink. I've been on the edge, on the eggshells, flicking at my hangnails, fucking with, staying still on a handrail. Can't slide, camel toes in men's eyes, get them going, can't lie. I ain't no different, I'm jealous of them. Yeah, I am 18 and science says that makes my might and strength irrelevant to my retinas. It also makes me cry a bit. I ain't a fucking pathetic child, man. I watch the sirens blare. Every time I'm silent, I'm trapped in an island. I forget what I said, but I remember the railroad to Ireland went through Thailand. That's from a riddle rhyme book. I got my little mind shook from the fact that I kinda do fuck with giving a fuck. The joy and terror's tearing through my hearing, transporting me. Watch the boy meet the heron. I've been fearful and I've been feeble and I've been steering my head through hot stuff. We're all people and we're all teachers and we're all seeking a help and love. I've no reason to get illegal, though I'm my own sinkhole and rescue helicopter. My head is lethal, but it's always screaming. Let me just have some fun. This beat's called Avenger. It's epic in its element, and I could do no better to it than use it to talk about where my head is. In my bed it is, and how I'm only starting to earn a little cheddar, but I ain't got enough messages clear through to me. The essence of this pure mutiny. I ask you to leave. Selfish as I see them, selfish I am as I'm one of them. They got shit to deal with, they need to be a problem, but I've been fearful that I ain't got people to see what they really like, so I'd be a free throw. Hit or miss, alas, I ain't got many cheat codes, but loneliness to individuality, that's my cathedral. I've been fearing how the world spins and the chowder I'll win if I dial in until I fucking pass out. It's a choice for everyone. I cannot fathom if I'll coach myself or work myself to death when I barge in you Baba's bathhouse. I've been fearful and I've been feeble and I've been steering my head through hot stuff. We're all people and we're all teachers and we're all seeking a help and love. I've no reason to get illegal. I'm my own sinkhole and rescue helicopter. My head is lethal, but it's always screaming. Let me just have some fun. I'm fearful, I'm feeble, I'm steering my head through hot stuff. We're all people, and we're all seeking help and love, but I have no reason to get illegal. I'm my own sinkhole and rescue helicopter. My head is lethal, but it's always screaming. Let me just have some fucking fun. Right. Dun 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 dun. Here we go. Last Monday I graduated. I always thought it was exaggerated. How hard can it get? Like I'm masturbated. But now I pass like I'm flash related. And I know damn well they were kinda right. Sorry for the dumb lyrics. That's the kind of life I live when my cat was stalls and ditches. Good mouth is cross brain is stupid, retarded, and zero high horse to come down from or fall off of. My mouth waters at the thought of a lost love, but it can't return, not now, maybe later. I've got everything set, new town I can cater to. It's a privilege. Just set myself on the path of the citizens up to date. Walk down every one of them, almost everyone having something different that suffers from misuse or being ignored. Hold our heads high is what we can afford. Walking softly, still creaking the boards. Nothing's good enough passes on the rest, each week on board. And I know I'm about to give one my spittle figure to the bitches of the earth and the next 4 years before I get stitches. On my nerves, lots of bitch ass. The bitch, do you love your answer? The bitch looks on ashamed, she cannot answer. She got too much to do, she a tiny dancer. But dancing on her for you can't even die of cancer. Should be unplanned, sir. It's just how it is. She's a good woman who can stand. She don't come up, sir. She's still flirting when you know that no fun's under you. Yeah, you just gotta go up there. I've got no plan for the rest of the day. whatever happens, it's best to play along, 'cause all the fun ain't been swept away. It's only been swept under the rug. I just gotta confess today that my head is a mess, to say the least. 'Cause otherwise the fun gets swept away, oh yeah. People worry that they wasted 20% of their lifespan and think force is hasty. They're sure that their faces will drop in depression sooner and later. They're raking money in one by one, day by day. I think it's gonna set them up to be free. They ain't got the world in their palm, so they see it fairly, bitch. They got a girl filled with love, but see a nasty bitch. Wanna pull the belt out, can't control her, only yourself now. Only what she's responsible for when it comes to working to keep your health down. Or count it up, the blessings that you find in love. You're close-minded, discounted stuff. It's so hard to see someone proud of us, but you know them who's real and who can't tell. If you're hurting, if you're burning, you know to turn away from the handheld project takers. And if the logic fakers, you stand well in the area of yours. The plan can work in your favor like Campbell. The Warhol propaganda went from all as well as you could toll. But it's too life sucks and there's nothing you can stop now. And I prefer the latter, cause it's honest and comes from her heart and battered. But just know if that sucks, you can tell her off. She ain't that low. I've got no plan for the rest of the day. Whatever happens, yeah, it's best to play along, 'cause all of the fun ain't been swept away. It's only been swept under the rug. I just gotta confess today that my head is a mess, to say the least. 'Cause otherwise the fun gets swept away. I don't give a shit about it because it's fucking terrible. You fucking know it is. And I don't know, I would never revisit this. I don't give a shit. I'm just gonna push it out and move on with my life and keep doing the cycle. I don't give a damn about music anymore. I guess that's the problem here. I've still got the rest of this album to go, and this song sucks, but at least it has a good beat. I'm gonna fuck off now. Bye. You're such a paperweight, I don't care how much your paper weigh. Get out here, don't let that paper stain my brown hair. Don't let that paper stay, get out of here. I got a good thing going, got a curry brewing, got an addiction that I'm gonna break soon enough, and I don't believe any of what she's doing. What he's doing is never love, that's their freak music. I won't go into too much detail, but I'm using free railings on cam in my defense of the fact that I spaz up what's sharp as shit. What's a crack into a fine barbed wire fence? Point is, can't pinpoint where the voices in these toys come into play or start to break. All these shameless dames in pain get me anxious to blow on at the motherfucking start of day. And I like to watch, but I don't like the naughty shit they do. It's over the goddamn mark, and I don't like the feel after he bites a reel of cheese just too much, and I get my promise shot. This shit started 5 years ago. This is just one of the things that I've walked with for so long, and I know lies that they throw and temptations they dangle, but a lazy man ain't able to give them up so easily. I can't stand the ruckus on the East Arena, so I don't join it, just watching the mosh pits going strong. I know it's dog shit. You're such a paperweight, I don't care how much your paper weigh. Get out of here. Don't let that paper stain my brown hair. Don't let that paper stay. Get out of here. Fall flat on my face if I let the thought in. The faster the pace is, I wish I bust in time to come to face the facts. I should stop putting stains on my mattress map. Might be a rat in the race, I don't know if I like the Oval Office men. I can't decide that much, so who the fuck am I to say that I can control myself around the web and throw up clicks? And let me make this clear, your paper ain't shit to me. You're a dick to me, and all lakes on deep. Some people are big, but it's safe to see and say that they're just paperweights. Various topics I bounce around, hilarious opposites down in town. Whenever I think so, you can tell I shouldn't be on the brink of making my skin swell. The shit started 5 years ago. This is just one of the things that I've walked with for so long, and I know lies that they throw and temptations they dangle, but a lazy man ain't able never could give them up so easily. I can't stand the rockets on the east of Eden, so I don't join, I just watch, and the mosh pit's going strong. I know it's dog shit, you shut your paper weigh. I don't care how much your paper weigh. Get out of here. Don't let that paper stain my brown hair. And don't let that paper stay. Get out of here. Hey. I am incredible with the riots and the ugly. Is beautiful posters getting hung up? Otherwise I ain't here to sing. I'm just here cause I wanna get shit done. I'm just here cause I live a bit slow. I've just been worried but I've been all sturdy. I don't plan on stopping soon, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna face the facts, I've been scared to dice. I'm gonna race the rats to paradise. I would hate to relapse on the second try. So stressful like I lost a whole extra life. I've been overhyping myself that it ain't so hard. But I hear noises when I try to restrain my heart. I got cages of creatures in my brain space. And no red blood to paint the bar. No excuses, just evolution. No retributions, just please and thank you. No dead men to pump my engine. No motivation till I see the payroll. Scared of the steps to my loose change fuel day. Scared of the wonders of my new great world. Scared of the odds of the new age dues paid. When my blood's pumping like Usain Bolt. When I burn rubber in my certain head fucking experiences, I feel good as new. When I squeal tires for the good of meals dying in places what I might do. Good for you. Focused on hinges on my head squeaking, chattering bullshit to this medieval beat. I try to knit symbolism, metaphors to get the shit in straight. I'm different, like ready to be free. Fuckers sound their life away, let the highway wind away. Got some dynamite in place, hope I don't die today. Hope it explodes into a new paper and signature. Let the highway wind on to bustling integers. I've been overstimulated and overwhelmed. The cobra's hissing with the hopeless ringing of the bells. Gotta wake up and stop trying to start my bets. Do what I do, what I must, and I ain't stopping yet. Fuck no, I ain't stopping yet, bitch. I might be too obscure and apologetic to get anyone to care, but that's where I'm headed. Privacy is peace, that's where my head is. I tell everyone I'll see you later and move my ass into some real danger. I might be strong or I might be smart, or I might just be another teenager. I am incredible with the riots and the ugly. It's beautiful posters getting hung up. Otherwise I ain't here to sing. I'm just here cause I wanna get shit done. I'm just here cause I live a bit slow. I just been worried but I've been all sturdy. I don't plan on stopping soon, I'm gonna go. My mother's been hoe hunting. No more faux pas is what I hope's coming. Now she says we probably gon' stay cause Kochka's ain't vacant, no joking around. Not quite the time, I've been fucking around with my light blue eyes. Being stuck in sound and colors that have no lasting impact on my bright new life. This whole album I've been blabbering the same shit. This whole album I've been gathering my lanes quick. I've been trying to follow my new schedule. After the old schedule, lost the pace quick. This hard work with no pay gonna jumpstart me. This hard work at Coldplay is no fun party. But I party all night into the day. Got an album to jump behind. Chris's dump Darby. That's exit to the mud. My poppin' lock, Chris's RV, that is where I record. Let the wind mix in, keep the phone to my shoulders and the mic plugged into a tangle of cords. Plug it into my computer. This place is where I plan to go when it's my free time in the far future, cause I got a lot to do. But some bops and tunes to drop to, and I ain't stopping soon. Okay. Da-da-da-da. Come on, man. I must be gathered an interest. I must be locked out of my senses. I can't be rocked out of the cradle. I just wanna tell you to let it be. I must have got some shit interest. Smells like the worst kind of incense. Whenever someone questions if I'm stable, I ain't locked in the floor. I can't let it be. I don't need therapy, just ask my satellite. I've been as sad as Happy Henson on Fraggle Rock. A bench in the forest where I make magic, my own Avalon. Takes forever to get it out, though it's so close to Camelot. Monkeys on my shoulder, hooting in my ears all day. 24/7, hands clucking for my internal fears and pain. My brain cells, my brethren, get the short end of the rope. Can't be too focused to go and get, always bending the scope. Plan A, Plan B, Plan Z, Plan Y's. Zeus levels when I start to use the cameras and microphone in the plugs. It takes too long. Pile it up until the actual session is too hard. Other than music, my head gets lots of usage and random clicks of stones and sticks, or dancing, or some losers with self-titled names telling me their stories, or whatever pops up in all its random glory. I like to watch the wind blow a calm breeze, stand in that spot in the trees where I record with ease. I like shit I would not say to another soul, not cause it's fucked right up, but cause it's considered dumb by much of the globe. I like mac and cheese with burger bits, a crack is pleasing quarter out of dime dinner, And I like a female cracker thinking, like to poke fun at it, or just stare dumb at it. Good things, bad things, who says I should run with it? I miscalculated, I missed to write a few bars here. Fuck. Well, this is this album, what you see is what you get, but I will improve, I promise. I must have gone the wrong interest. I must be locked out of my senses. I can't be rocked out of the cradle. I just want to tell you to let it be. I must have gotten this interest. Smells like the worst kind of incense. Whenever someone questions if I'm stable, I ain't locked in the floor. I can't let it be. I don't wanna wallow in self-pity for 5 years. I just wanna swallow the shitty truth in my fried tears. I'm gonna be okay, the halo's gray. Future's bad, my mother says the country's looking up. Consuming lots of TikTok content, always soaking up news and sad blues and then regret. Hey, fat shame coming on me for wanting to stop and hook us up. Make love, not war. She ain't really shamed me for that, so that's great. But it doesn't make me feel better that I'm watching good shit coming from some Santa hat wearing psycho shitting on whoever's not alright, bro. The light blue ones get their fucking credit, that's for sure. Relax, I'm sure they don't mean everyone. What I'm saying is every time I ride the car with my mom, I see her reading this, the Republicans talking their shit, and it's making sense now. So negative, but not dumb. Yeah, I guess that means I'm right leaning because of my car seat experience. I'm saying I don't want to start shit, set shit on fire. We can all be brothers. I ain't converting shit. I legit cannot be bothered. So that's one tough thing to handle in my brain. Got my shit arranged in a pile of deranged antics. So not arranged. My ADHD loves to explain where everything is. So here's the biz. I'm always in pain. I jolt around and jump around like hell's a pain. I overstimulate and I can barely even see straight. I get so frightened of my skin being so wide enough to make me a gold titan who don't care who hurts, who fights for us. But that's a stereotype. I also fear if any of the sights that people have foreseen come true. My mother says I'm digging in flight or fight responds too deeply. She has evidence telling the right answer, but I'm easily impressionable. Here in the high mountains I wander off to shout and scream, cause I love it. I counsel myself at the scene, and my interests are real pretentious. I go to sleep every late hour, face coming with lots of rumbling steam. So much jingle, what I'm saying here is I'm always in danger. I say I'm gonna say some rainy day safe shit and fuck my saved life all the way up. I've just been blabbing a bunch for the last 4 minutes to go. This being again eating for lunch, at least to me. I must have got the wrong interest. I must be locked out of my senses. I can't be rocked out of the cradle. I just want to tell you to let it be. I must have gotten some shit interest. Smells like the worst kind of incense. Whenever someone questions if I'm stable, I ain't locked in the floor. I can't let it be. I was waking from my Charles in Oaxaca, selling grandma's house, and suddenly while I fuck, now I'm conscious of everything in my area. Years later, fearing hating drugs, it's hilarious. All Hollywood stars would be my enemy, cause I can point out the fake stars. That's the Mayan in me, and I can tell the internet just spits and faces and calls a joke around. I might be no fun, but see me run. I shouldn't be poking around the things I don't understand. Bury my head under sand. I'll talk with sand creatures and seashells bleach my eyes from the fucking land. I gotta worry about my work ethic, not the jerk spending money for all the earth seconds, for all their own seconds. I've been too scared to spend dollars. Inflation's efficient, waiting to get some fat pockets. By a miracle sucks. Now hold on a minute, how far have we gone in this album? I'm thinking there's been a lot of complaining and metaphorical lyrics, and I've been using a handful of flows, and in between it all I'm just spewing a lot of words that rhyme. What a project, got a lot to do in due time. Kinda lost the steam with this when I stretch it right into more 2 fine days. Too lazy to actually complete my shit without collapsing to the exhaustion of my winding highway. The heat that starts building up whenever I use my brain and keep it filling up with potential ideas that ain't potential. I spew them onto the notes app like lead leaking from a pencil. I can't do this work ethic so ordinary. I got mixtapes in an EP to drop before the last number changes in the 4-year digits, as well as more merry sequel to my Christmas album. It's an understatement to say I write a lot, but to say I work a lot would be an overstatement, cause I don't hurt a lot, not physically, barely mentally, and I'm sure a lot of artists go through this. Am I an artist though? I worry I'm not. Well anyway, 8 minutes of complaining. I hope you enjoyed your stay to listen to this album. It must be aching with personal shit, the same shit to get off my chest and brain. I'll evolve and get better. These interests are great for me, so I lie when I say I must have gotten the wrong interest. I must be locked out of my senses. I can't be rocked out of the cradle. I just want to tell you to let it be. I must have gone some shit interest. Smells like the worst kind of incense. Whenever someone questions if I'm stable, I ain't locked in the floor. I can't let it be, yeah. Well, let's enjoy an instrumental outro. Only one more song to go. Oh man. I am the judge at my trial. I am the witness and all others attending. The world is the judge at my trial. Clash of judges stays never fucking ending. I can walk half a mile, talk till I smile, with no regrets in sight, but I don't have regrets in my uncertainty. And I see why. Woo! Man, I'm kinda tired. And I shouldn't be. I really shouldn't be. I make a plan to open my notes app every day, one song to cram into my 24-hour scribble lyrics like I'm using crayons on my toe tag. Pretend I'm professional for every crowd that just happens to come along, a crowd of one usually. I thought my dome will be receiving its flowers, but just in a dream, well I sow what I reap in the way of rappers who grew up selling some powders. Patient prick with an affinity for hip-hop beats, and millions of times wedding sheets cause of my shitty status. I'm cool teenager trying to keep safety and stability in the spine that's full of filthy maggots and a disco ball. I rave non-stop. Does it bore you to hear me give all of these mentions of how successful I am? Well, here's more. I got my first taste of crushing and confessed to her. She went, Liz, I am the judge at my trial. I am the witness and all others attending. The world is the judge at my trial. Clash of judges stays never fucking ending. I can walk half a mile, talk till I smile, with no regrets in sight. But I don't have regrets in my uncertainty, and I see why. Woo. I'm just not realizing how terrible this album probably was. So here's the wrap up. 56 minutes of whining, a darn emo album in disguise. Who's gonna try it? I got problems and worries, and my phone's always dying. And I oftentimes worry about politics and the climate. Before mom tells me that they lied and the oceans ain't risen. I'm devoted to spitting, but if I go with the system and make sure I don't steer with my emotions to prism, I'll be okay. Man, what a joke, and I ain't even giggling. I bang the gavel with a powder rig on it, echoes like a chapel. I ride my saddle to the road just about to save the cattle. I sing my battles, my frustrations while I grow hair, and long for a connection in an easygoing fair life. It's in all of us. I probably should switch this up. This is a pill I swallow every day. I shouldn't bitch a bunch. I'll be back with better lyrics, and you'll still see my head while I'm searching for cities. Gonna go homebound, find a highway, meet the end. I am the judge at my trial. I am the witness and all others attending. The world is the judge at my trial. Clash of judges stays never fucking ending. I can walk half a mile, talk till I smile, with no regrets in sight. But I don't have regrets in my uncertainty, and I see why. Woo. Okay, if I haven't made it crystal clear already through the samey metaphor-riddled lyrics and production, I have a lot of worries and personal problems, but those problems happen to every teenager with ADHD, so I don't know what I'm worrying about. That's pretty much the summary of everything I've said so far on this album. I really need to find new optics and topics, and better lyricism for my future projects, and this album's deluxe edition. I'm pretty insecure about the quality of these projects, but barely anyone listens to them and almost nobody gives a shit. But then again, that's probably my fault with the production and lyricism and whatnot. Anyways, I just want to make it clear, I appreciate and love everyone who actually tunes into my stuff. I really hope that whether or not I make it big or marginally bigger than I am now one day, I will find true joy and contentment in making my music, and you'll be the thing for that. And maybe one day I'll have a cohesive music making schedule my lazy ass can stick to. Maybe one day I'll buy more phone storage so that a lot of my problems with making my music on only my phone will be solved. But anyway, let me finish this pretty middle of the road album by talking to the winding highway. So drag me away. I've been winding on and on and on and on and on and on and on, and I'll keep on until my breath stops. Drag me away. I've been winding on and on and on and on and on and on and on, and I'll keep going until my breath stops. Drag me away. I've been winding on and on and on and on and on and on, and I'll keep going until my breath stops. Drag me away. I've been winding on and on and on and on and on, and I'll keep going till my breath stops. Welcome to FHS. Love you all.